Hola, this is the Getting to Ramen podcast, and I'm Joshua Anderton. Hey, it's been a while. So I wanted to get on here and just do a real quick episode, give you an update on how things are going, and also just chat through some of the thoughts I've had lately about what we do as bootstrappers, entrepreneurs, software people. So I just finished recording a new episode of Mega Maker podcast. If you're not subscribed to that, would mean a lot if you'd go subscribe to that now. I've been recording that with Justin Jackson for a few weeks, and we're just kind of documenting our process of building Meeps and launching Meeps. And the episode we recorded today was about early access launch. So so we get into a lot of stuff there about the new product and kind of thinking through how do you launch a software product today, giving it kind of the best opportunity for success. And he has a ton of experience, and I'm learning tons working on that. So I hope you'll go subscribe, because it's definitely a good listen. So speaking of Meeps, we do have it. We've got it ready for early access. I just kind of got off of some paternity leave time, and so now it's I really went heads down for the last week or so and finished up the major features that we needed, fixed some of the major bugs that needed to be taken care of, and so we're just about ready to pull the trigger here. We're gonna send out an email today, I think, and invite people to start signing up. We have how we're doing early access is we're actually using Meeps, which is really exciting, kind of fun little dog food exercise here. So if you go to meeps.app, it's actually a Meeps community for Meeps early access, which is a little meta, a little confusing there. But it's working great so far. We've actually had a couple people sign up already, even though we haven't announced anything yet. A few people were just really excited to get started, which is really fun. That obviously for me and Justin, it's a really exciting thing to see that people are. That there's some demand there, some demand. That's certainly not the word. Anyways, exciting. And so that's we're charging $100 a year for early access, and that will give you a bunch of different things that will probably be. We're kind of figuring out what that will kind of give people moving forward after we officially launch. But yeah, certainly we're certainly gonna do our best to give anyone, these early adopters, these early access people, a lot of free stuff. Well, it's not free, but you know what I mean. These are important people to the success of Meeps. So yeah, so we're opening up for early access. So that's really exciting. And then what else? I have decided that, and I don't think I'm going to tweet this or anything. So it's really just for anyone who's subscribed to the newsletter. That's not what this is. Subscribe to the podcast, Getting to Ramen. But I've decided that I'm going to start looking at trying to find a buyer for Upscribe. So I'm just ready. I'm ready to move on from that and focus more on Meeps. And I think that there's someone else out there that's going to do a lot better job than me at taking Upscribe to the next level, marketing wise, positioning wise. And so I'm starting to look for that person, just kind of privately. Like I said, I haven't posted this publicly. Upscribe is on microacquire. And so you can probably find it looking for, email marketing type keywords, but it is private until you actually request access, I guess, request access to the listing. So yeah, anyways, that's kind of huge. I mean, I've been working on that product for 5 or 6 years now, 4 or 5 years, and learned a ton. And for a long time, it was just a little side thing. And so this last year, if you've been following the story, I really gave it, went in 100% and wasn't able to grow it the way that I wanted. Now there's still a lot of potential, and I know a lot of people that are doing really well in the same space with a product that has the same features. And so it's just that because it's such a competitive market, there's so many options, you really need to be a marketing person to take this and grow it and figure out how to differentiate it marketing wise, positioning wise, to the best of my knowledge, I think that's what it needs. And so I'm looking for that person. And if that's you, reach out. But yeah, that's kind of a big deal, kind of huge. And I haven't really been able to come to that conclusion up until recently for Upscribe. And so yeah, so that's kind of the biggest news there to do with Upscribe. Let's see what else is there about talking. I've been really, I'm really exhausted lately. Not so much from kind of just this, not so much from having a new baby, even though that should be, for a lot of people that is exhausting, and not so much from Meeps, because even though I'm working on that full time, that's, that gives me energy. That's exciting. I think just like this last year and a half, and I know most of the people globally are feeling this way, it's just really like taking a toll. And so I'm kind of feeling that heaviness, but which kind of exacerbates any kind of issues that I have with, in general right now. Just everything just feels heavier when, with that kind of looming over. And so that's kind of how I've been feeling. And one thing that's really helped lately is, I was actually watching, an interview with Taika Waititi. I think I pronounced his name right, who is a filmmaker, and, he's made some really funny, really great movies, like, Jojo Rabbit, Hunt for the Wilder People, and some of my favorite shows, just some really great stuff. Anyways, he's a really interesting person. One of the things that he was saying in this interview was, he likes to, any new project he takes on, it's because there's some level of nervousness that it brings him. Like it has to be a little bit risky, or else it's just not interesting to him. He doesn't want to do anything that's boring or anything that he's done already. And it was kind of a nice reminder, it's easy to say that. It's another thing to live your life that way, but it kind of made me feel a little bit better about this last season for me. I've taken a lot of risks for kind of the businesses that I'm running, so that I can hopefully get to that lifestyle that my wife and I want for our family, running a software company and having more flexibility, more margin for the life that we want. And it was just a good reminder that of why I'm doing this. And comfortable is usually pretty boring to look back on. It's just good to be comfortable sometimes, and I don't feel like I've really felt comfortable in a long time, so I am missing that a bit, but it'll come, and hopefully I will not let it last too long, because you just want to keep getting better, and part of that is taking risks and feeling uncomfortable. So if you're in that place, you're not feeling comfortable, and it's because you're pursuing something that a lot of your friends and family probably wouldn't pursue because it's risky or it seems risky. It's going to be a good story. It's interesting. It's worth the risk because you're taking the risk on yourself, and you're trying to you're pursuing this dream, this lifestyle that you want for yourself. It's worth the risk. So that was a good reminder for me. Hopefully it was for you, is for you. And I think that's probably enough for today. This is a short update, but there's a lot there. Launching a new product, selling an old product. Looking forward to seeing what's next. And with that, I'm going to go get donuts because it's Friday, and my favorite coffee shop serves donuts on Fridays, and my family and I, all 5 of us, like to trek out there midday and go get donuts. So that's what we're going to do. You should get yourself a donut too. Just do that. Celebrate yourself. All right. Have a good day. Thank you so much for listening. And I will see you in the next video.